long this actually takes. I'm gonna set my timer. Again, I'm gonna cover all the windows because I think I'm going to be spraying. So let's set our handy dandy stopwatch and see if this is over under 30 minutes. It depends on how good I am at cutting the window stuff. If I can find my stopwatch. Ready, set, go. I'm the type of person that if you look at my stopwatch, it probably says 750 hours because I set it and then I never turn it off. Like, might take me a little longer to do this first one because I'm not super used to working with this tape. They do have this stuff that you can paint on. I have painted it on before, but it peels off, but I don't know. Just do it this way. Do it the old-fashioned way today. That's the thing about spraying. If you spray, like, everything has to be taped off so much. So sometimes I feel like it's more hassle than it's worth. Oh, shit. Well, we'll just put another little thing on there. Oh, mother effer. Pulled on it a little too tight that time. Need to get back in here and clean this a little bit more, even though I shop vacked it. It's still a little bit dirty. All right. Only took me 5 minutes and 55 seconds for one window. So we're at 1, 2, 3. Okay. If I can do the next in less than 5 minutes, we're 15 minutes. This cabin has sat empty for almost 4 years. We purchased the property and this cabin was on it. So this is not like out in the mountains, it's on our home. We purchased several acres and I just didn't know what to do with it for the longest time. And so we've ultimately landed on making it a fun art studio, especially now that my sister is living next door and she's an artist and she can come over here and use it. The kids can use it. Maybe we'll put like a desk in here too, just making it a fun artistic space. Because we all need a space. Like, I feel like that's what happens with moms, right? What happens with moms is we stop having a space for ourselves. We stop having a space where we can be creative, and before we know it, we just totally lost touch with our creativity. So it's really important to me that I'm giving her that space. She's an incredible artist, and I want her to do some artwork for my house. So it's a win-win right now. 12 minutes, 53 seconds. Was I a little faster on that one? No, not really. Okay, moving on. The thing too, like when you use a sprayer, it kind of pushes out a lot of air. So you want to make sure everything's pretty tight. Otherwise, if it's flapping, the air is pushing it. Where are we at? 17 minutes, 19 seconds, 3 down. Hey, if we get this done under 30 minutes, I'm gonna feel good. And then I'll think, why did I wait so long to do all this? Now, this tiny little cabin does have this HVAC unit. To be honest with you, I've never turned it on and I'm slightly scared. I probably need to get our HVAC guy out here just to look at it, make sure if I turn it on, it's not gonna catch on fire. I don't know, maybe I turned it on once, but I've never used it. I've never depended on it to heat and cool. I honestly don't know how old it is. But I think I'll have him come out here and kind of inspect it before we turn it on. But it is nice that it has AC in here because in the summertime, it gets so hot. And especially if we're out here working, the nice thing is in the summer, you have longer daytime hours. As moms, I feel like in the summertime, we can get a lot more done simply because of the extra daylight. I remember when my kids were really little, I put them to bed at 7 and then I'd go, work on a piece of furniture or I'd paint the room or I'd do something because I just had that extra daylight in the summer. But it's still very hot, so again, this thing is going to be much needed. Probably just needs to be serviced. Okay. I'm hoping to get painting. I'm hoping to start priming this tomorrow. That's my goal, is that I can get it all taped off. And then I might do a little test there. I might do a little test to see how long does it take me to paint one side with the sprayer, and how long does it take me to do one side with the brush? I don't know what happened to this window. I don't know how it got the hole in it. It looks like, honestly, it looks like a little rock or a BB gun or something hit it. One of my kids probably threw a rock. Where are we at on time? Okay, 21 minutes. We got 9 minutes, folks. I'm trying to gave myself 30 minutes to get out here to do this. Because my sister is watching my little one. Then her one's got to go down for a bedtime nap, so let's see if we can make this happen in 9 minutes. Where did my roll? I'm about to follow up and figure out if we've gotten the appraisal back for the house next door. You know, my sister and them are moving next door. We finally are expanding the family compound, like legitimately it's going to be legitimate, because they've been in the cottage for 8 months, but now they're gonna have their own like long-term home right next to us. I'm serving as a real estate agent on it, and we are waiting back for the appraisal just to make sure the last piece of the puzzle. And they're supposed to close next week. It's next freaking week. I'm so excited, but they are letting they're letting the older couple who owns it stay for 4 months. And that was part of the deal, like why they were willing to sell, is they asked if they could stay because they're actually moving to their daughter's property, doing their own little like family compound thing. And I think their plan is to put a modular home, and it's going to take about 4 months to do that. And so part of the deal of them selling this house off market was that they granted them to stay. Have you ever done that? Have you ever bought a house and you had to let the seller stay for a period of time just to make the deal happen? That became a pretty popular thing in the past couple years, especially as inventory went low. A lot of people were making deals to say people could stay for, 30, 60 days after. Oh man, I got too much right there. All right, where we at? 25 minutes, 53 seconds. 25 minutes, 53 seconds. We got 4 minutes to spare. Can I do the door in that time? Let's see. Let's see if I can do it. See, like maybe I should do this entire ceiling, but honestly, again, that's part of the reason why I'm like, I just want to do a brush, is because I don't want to have to put off this whole ceiling. We'll just see. Maybe the overspray won't be too bad. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna do it like this first. And let this help me a little bit. Nope, did not help me at all. I was thinking that I could maybe wrap it first and then tape it. That's gonna be a little challenging. You know what? I might have to just do the door separately, because I'm thinking that I need it open. Okay. 29 minutes, 16 seconds. We did it, right under 30, y'all. We did it. So, like I said, tomorrow I'm gonna test out how long does it take me to do one side with the sprayer, how long does it take me to do one side with the roller. We're gonna compare, and then we're gonna make our final plan from there. Catch you on the next one. Bye.